Okay, I've been seeing everyone doing the like ghost story trend where like tell me a ghost story that seems unbelievable, but it really happened, and I will tell you mine. So if you know me, you know that I am obsessed with the paranormal, anything spooky, supernatural, whatever. But this is what got me into the paranormal, what got me questioning it, what got me watching ghost hunters, like, yeah. So I was in 4th grade and I lived with my grandpa, and he lived in this very small town of like less than 200 people, and he knew everybody. I knew everybody. I played with all the kids around there, so I knew all the kids around there. This is important later. And so it was like a 1-bedroom house. Like, it was so old, it literally still had like a dirt cellar and small narrow doorways. And but I slept on an air mattress in the living room because he had a hospital bed, and it was very hard for him to walk and get up to go to the bathroom or do little tasks, so I would help him with that. And he has since passed, or I would have loved to get his. He had many, many ghost stories, especially in that house. I'll tell you after if I remember. Otherwise, remind me, and I'll make another video on what he had said about it. But anyways, so this particular morning, when I tell you this scared me so bad that I can remember every single detail of this morning. Like, I remember that the sun was just coming up. Everything in the room was an orangish pink color. I remember the smell. Not that the smell was bad or like, so it didn't, whatever. I remember how I felt. I remember the way my grandpa was laying. I like everything. But I don't know why I had woken up so early, because I didn't have to be to school yet. But I was just laying there, and then I called my cat over, and I was just petting my cat, and then my cat got up and walked to the dining room, and my bed was facing the dining room. So I watched him walk to the dining room, take a sharp left around the corner, and I couldn't see, and that was the kitchen. And then there was this little laundry nook where his litter box was, so I just assumed he was going to the bathroom, so I was going to go back to bed. Then I started hearing like this fabric ripping, and I'm like, oh my God, this cat is going to wake my grandpa up. And I heard this multiple times, and I was about to get up and go see what this cat was destroying, and I heard a little girl say, "Do you want to play?" When I tell you that I have never felt paralyzing fear, it was this. My blood ran cold, and I could not get up. I remember melting into this air mattress and being so scared that I couldn't even reach up to like shake my grandpa awake and be like, "There's someone in this house and I don't know what to do." But I laid there for what felt like forever, waiting for something terrifying to crawl around that corner and come and grab my ass. But it didn't. But still, and there was no way that it could have been a neighbor kid, because we didn't even have any, like, there were no girls that lived close to our house. There were only boys. And most of the people that lived by us were elderly. And we always double locked the door. It was a big, thick wooden door, and then it was the screen door. And we always locked both of them. And this is just a story that has chilled me to the bone. And it was just kind of one of those things that you had to be there to experience. And it sounds so unreal. So I don't tell many people this story, but it's literally what has got me into the paranormal and asking questions and being like, yeah, there's got to be something else out there, because there's just no other explanation for it. And it was terrifying. But if you have, I love hearing everyone's stories. And if you have one, I have an email linked in my bio you can send them to, and I can read them on here if you'd like. If not, it's fine. You can remain anonymous, or I can tag you. Either way. But yeah, that's one of them, one of the many stories. Let me know if you want to hear more, or my grandpa's side of the story. Yeah,